are just a couple weeks away from the new school year, and while many families are checking off their back-to-school shopping list, there is one area that is extremely important for parents and students to make sure they are prepared. Here today to talk about how crucial bicycle and pedestrian safety is Lacey Stokes, the Program and Events Coordinator at More Health. Good morning. Welcome back.
Thank you for having me.
You're one of those parents I know. You're starting the list, checking everything, making sure everything's good to know. But this is so important that both parents and students know how important this is to stay safe on the roads.
As you know, Tampa Bay is one of the #1 cities for injuries and deaths for pedestrian and bicycle safety, which is so sad. But
which a lot of these could be prevented.
Yes, they can be prevented. And so my first thing today is helmets. Helmets. We want to make sure there are so many helmets out there. So let your child pick out a helmet that they like, that they feel comfortable in, cool in. But the most important thing is to make sure it fits properly. So we have a rule. It's called the 2-2-4 rule. So the front of the helmet needs to come 2 fingers above the eyebrows.
Okay.
The next.
Do we tend to wear them too low or too high?
What we see is that we see them sitting on the back of the head. And so remember, your brain is all the way around. So we want to have that forehead protected. The next is 4. So you have your straps. So we want to make sure that we take 2, make sure the straps are on either side of your ears. Okay. And then the next thing is 2 for the strap. So you want to buckle the strap. Make sure that it's tight enough underneath the chin so that 2 fingers can slide in between your chin and the strap. So when they wobble their head, the helmet should not move.
Simply just putting it on and saying, hey, I have a helmet on is not working.
So make sure it's buckled and buckled properly.
And this is by law, right?
How? It is. So children under the age of 16 are required by law to have on a helmet, and they could receive a ticket.
Now, is that just on bicycles? What if they have scooters?
Some bicycles, but we want to make sure that it's on rollerblades, skateboards, hoverboards, anything with wheels.
Okay. All right. Wear the helmet.
Yes, wear the helmet. The next thing is, let's talk about bicycles. So also in the state of Florida, we have a law that you need to have a white light and on the front of your bike and a red light on the back of your bike, so you are seen, because a bicycle is treated as if it's a vehicle. So you have to go with the flow of the traffic when you're on your bicycle. So we want to make sure that you are prepared and have the correct lights.
People can see you.
People can see you. Also, if your children are riding their bikes to school, we want to make sure that they're locking up their bikes. You can register the bicycle with the sheriff's office or police department. So in case it is stolen, they know the number on your bicycle. So if it is recovered.
I had a bike stolen. We were talking earlier when I was a kid, so I know how frustrating that is. Yes, lock it up. That was my lesson. Reflective gear, wear it.
Okay, so a lot of our high school students are going to be walking to school in the dark. Make sure they have bright color clothing. Make sure they have
at least that, if they won't wear this, because I realize that may not be the coolest thing to
But even if
wear.
they have a flashlight in their hand, and make sure they're crossing at a crosswalk. Do not cross mid-block because cars will not see you. Cross at the crosswalk. And also, if you have elementary age students or middle school students, there's a walking school bus. Many schools have a walking school bus program that it's great because they pick up different kids along the route to school. And so it's a large group of students and adults chaperoning that are walking to school together. So see if your school has a walking school bus program.
I was going to say, as we wrap up here, what's your take home for families to really make sure they're taking this to heart, making sure their families are prepared? Because again, a lot of these injuries could be preventable.
Remember, we only have one brain. One brain. It has to last us our entire life. So let's make sure we're protecting it and following the rules of the road.
If anybody has any questions on how to properly fit the helmet, what would they do?
They can contact More Health, and we would be more than happy to answer any questions.
All right. Well, I know you guys will be making the trips out to schools all across the Bay Area.
Yes, we'll be at some back-to-school fairs. Yeah, we will.
All right. Well, thank you so much. We look forward to having you back. And again, we hope all families have a wonderful and safe back-to-school time, and certainly More Health is here to help as well.